Hello, this is Vincent Burnett of Pixelite Studios. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate Lua scripting in the Immortal engine for an RTS game. The Lua scripting is going to be used to control the creation of units, game units, buildings, mines, and assigning tasks to those various units. Okay, so in this one, we're going to do a very basic thing. So first thing we want to do, well, let's go look at our actual game unit. Called game unit type 0, and we're going to give this a detection range of 20 game units. No, I'm talking about distance, not the name of the unit. Okay, so when a unit detects a enemy unit within 20 meters or 20 game units, it's going to report that unit to its player, and the Lua script will be able to detect that enemy unit. Okay, so let's create a NPC. We're just going to call him NPC 0. Okay, and we want this guy controlled by a Lua script. So let's take a look at the Lua script we're going to have to control this guy. It's called just basic, and it contains a table called aggressive, and this table contains a function that that takes in a player and the current time, the actual change in time, and inside this Lua script, it checks a player sees if that player has any game units. If not, it will create a game unit. It creates its first game unit type, okay, by calling this create unit. So it'll create it at the starting position of this player, and it's going to create game unit type 0, which will be the first game unit type it has. And then it will go through and it'll see if it has any enemies, if it's detected any enemies, and if so, it will go and see if it's detected any enemy game units. And then if it detects any game units, it'll go assign its game unit to attack that enemy. And it's pretty basic, and but it's just the purpose to illustrate Lua scripting here. Okay, so now that Lua script is already loaded, but we need to give it the name of the table, which is called aggressive. Nothing happened. You know, if you remember that Lua script, it's going to create a game unit, but since it doesn't have any game unit types, it's not going to create anything. So here we press this set loc button, which sets the player's starting position, and we take and drag and drop this game unit and put it in there, and you can see it created that game unit at its starting location. But that unit's not doing anything because that script is waiting for detect an enemy, and there are no enemies. So let's create another player, and this player is not going to be controlled by Lua script. We're going to control its actions by ourselves. I want to go up and get more vertical here instead of going in first person mode. So let's take that game unit type 0, drag and drop it here, and then we're going to create one unit of it. Okay, so this is my controlled unit, and this is the unit controlled by the Lua script. So we're going to take my controlled unit and move it near the Lua script unit and see what happens. Okay, it detected it, and you can see it's now marching off to attack my unit. Okay, the body's hitting the floor.